What's up, guys? Good morning and welcome back to See You Out There. It is a horrible Friday here in Texas, guys. It is windy, it is nasty, but I got a fun little video for you. I've got some footage from our last fishing trip. We caught a handful of trout, super fun day, and I want to show you guys my tackle station. This thing is a work in progress, and to me, this is the ultimate tackle station ever. So I want to share that with you guys. I want to show you what I'm working on here to store all of our tackle and everything organized, and then show you some of the lures we use today. So first off, let's jump into our fishing trip, fishing in West Galveston Bay. Y'all check it out. Good morning and welcome back to See You Out There, guys. Welcome back to another fun day. It is Sunday, it is gray, it is gloomy, and we've got a fun little weather change. We've had hard north winds. It's still mid-late February, and today the wind has shifted. The wind has shifted out of the south. It's been north, it's been blowing, it's been skinny back in the bay. So I'm gonna run around and hit some winter spots today. I'm gonna start out one of my favorite coves. And I'm gonna bounce around, hit some residential areas, hit some ditches, hit some guts. We got a lot of fresh water, a lot of new water back in the bay since the bay's been blown out. So I'm gonna hit some deep ditches today, see if we can find a big trout or a redfish, flounder. Nothing special today as far as a target. I just wanna get on the water, have some fun, catch some fish, throw some plastics. I haven't thrown plastics in a while, throwing my JRZs and my hooked up baits. So I wanna get out, catch some fish on them, and then break out some jerk baits and see what we can get into, guys. So let's see what happens. Good morning, guys, and welcome back. We have a fun day lined up. I just want to get on the water today. I have no real special plans. I'm not on the quest today. I just really wanted to get out today and try to catch some fish. Just excited to be on the water. It's actually a really nice day. It's gray and overcast and a little windy out of the south, which I prefer. I prefer this kind of overcast look. So I am really excited about the prospects today. Water looks good. Like I said, it's been super shallow the last couple weeks. There's a little bit of water in the bay. It's a little bit warmer today than usual. It's like 55, 56 degrees today. Water temps in the low 50s. I've got high hopes for today. Let's see what we can get into. There we go, first fish, finally. I had to slow my, oh Lord, look at this. This is either the world's smallest sand trout or a potential new world record smallest speckled trout. That's all right, it's first fish of the day. It's a speck. He swallowed that hooked up bait. Ain't much to him. But hey, we're on the board. The skunk is gone. Now we can dial it in and start catching them. What I'm doing here, guys, is there's a shelf. I'm in about 2 foot of water, and then it falls off right here in front of me to 3 to 5 foot, 6 foot being the deepest. And I just kind of bumped along until I got power pulled on the edge. And I'm just anticipating these fish to be sitting in this ditch, which is very standard this time of the year. The fish will be real lethargic and they'll be just kind of laying on the bottom. Unfortunately, doing this, a lot of times it is smaller fish. As we've learned doing the quest, the bigger fish are pushed up in the shallows trying to feed on bigger mullet. This kind of fishing is really more of a numbers game. Occasionally you'll find a good grade of fish. If we don't find a better grade here, we are gonna move. I just wanted to get a couple under my belt, get the morning started, knock the cobwebs off. Captain Callan's he's been driving the boat all winter for me, and I haven't had to do a lot of thinking, so I want to make sure I can still find a few fish for myself without. There we go. I was just debating on making a move and go try to find some mud, and I hooked this little guy. It's another little tiny one, but it's another fish. At least it's a little more stank off the boat. No, come on, little fella. Come on, little guy. Good looking little white trout. Get out there. Yeah, we're gonna finish this drift and we're gonna make a move, try to find a little better grade. There's several sets of residential canals that hold a lot of fish this time of the year. I'm gonna run down to the south, down to the west, and fish a few and see if we can't find a little better grade of fish. I'm not mad at these. We've knocked the dust off. We've caught a couple. I want to get back and see if we can find a couple a little bit bigger. All right, first stop wasn't a complete failure. We caught a couple small fish, small speck, small white trout, missed a couple small fish. No real good strong bites, nothing to indicate there was some larger fish in here. So I'm gonna make a move. I think I'm gonna go hit some residential areas. It's warmer today physically, but it's overcast, the water temperature's still low. When I looked at the forecast originally, I was thinking sunny and 60, and that those fish would start pushing up on the flats. I think they're gonna be still in mud. This is a sandy flat in here. So I'm thinking those fish may be in deeper water and a little bit of mud. So I'm gonna make a move to some residential canals, Jamaica Beach, Sea Isle. There's some other neighborhoods nearby that hold some fish, 5 to 6 foot of water with mud. So I'm gonna make a move and see if those fish are still holding up in mud and see if we can't find a better grade. Y'all hang on, let's make a quick run. There we go. There we go, finally. Holy cow, that was a long drift for a 13-inch fish. That's the first one in here. A little bit better, but still not a good fish. Still not what we're after. At least we know they're in here. There we go. There we go, there's another one. Another little trout. A little bit bigger. All right here on this little drop off. All right, let's get back in there again. It was dead there for a few minutes. Then we got close to this bank. Found a little bit of a bite. Guys, I was actually just fixing to leave this spot. This is spot number 2. This spot's hit or miss. It's either on or it's not. I made 2 drifts through here, no bites, no action. Made one last long drift. When I got from the 6 foot up to 2 foot, I caught 2 small specks. So we're at 3 specks and a little white trout for the day. I'm gonna make one more drift through here. I don't know if the bite's about to fire off. We're coming off of a major, and our minor's not till this afternoon, so I don't know if that was just a fluke or if I just finally figured out where they're at. So I'm gonna reset, make one more drift through here before we make a move to the next spot. Still, no good quality fish. Everything's smallish. Those last 2 were 12, 13 inches. The first 2 were 6, 8 inches. So let's see. All right, guys, as usual, we started out throwing hooked up baits. Pearl and chartreuse. This is my paddle tail. It's one of my confidence baits. That is what we started out throwing, and we caught the first handful of fish on. Pearl and chartreuse, hooked up baits. As usual, the link's in the description, and a link to all the Captain Jason hooked up bait socials. Y'all check them out. All right, we're gonna leave this spot. We caught a couple small trout, same as that first spot, small dinky fish. We're in 6 foot of water. Again, it's kind of a sandy bottom. I'm gonna make a move to another area that's a little bit muddier, about the same depth. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna run back in the marsh and fish on my normal spots and just see if there's a big girl. I'd like to find some redfish, man. I've been on this trout kick all winter on the quest. I'd really like to hang into a couple of big redfish. So I'm gonna try one more spot for some trout, see if I can find a better bite. If I can't, then maybe we'll go look around, see if we can find a few redfish. I don't know, let's see what we can find, guys. Anyway, there we go. Ooh. Well, I was fixing to bring it in. Oh. Guys, I was fixing to bring it in, calling it done. You can probably see it on that camera, and this guy hit out of nowhere. All right, well, that's the better fish of the day. I was literally fixing to bring that in and leave, and that trout hit. So okay, I'm gonna stay a little longer. I switched over to a JRZ. I got some new colors in from Jerry. We'll talk about those here in a few minutes. I started out this morning with my hooked up baits. It was tied on, and obviously that thing caught us quite a few fish. I switched over to a color kicker tail we just got from Jerry, and it is fine. We'll talk about that here in a few minutes, but I'm gonna see if I can't get another bite in here. Made a long drift across that flat, no bites, and then I was letting it sit on the bottom, fixing to bring it in, and it got hammered. Little 13, 14 inch trout. So we're gonna give this a few more minutes maybe another drift or two. We've caught a trout everywhere we've stopped so far. Nothing too impressive, but I'm okay with just catching them. There we are again. That is crazy. That's the second time that exact same thing has happened, that I've let it hit the bottom, fixing to stop my retrieve, and then they hit it. I have no idea why. That's another good fish on that JRZ. That's crazy. It's almost like when I drag it along the bottom, I get the best bites. And it's JRZ Allison kicker tail, guys. This is a money lure. I switched over to the Allison. I haven't thrown this color yet. I'm very excited about this color. This is a fun one. But this is the Allison from JRZ. As usual, all the contact info is down below, guys. Y'all go down there, check it out, get you some of these Allisons. Let's get back to fishing and see what else we can catch. So here we are again. I was fixing to leave this spot. I made a drift, wasn't feeling it. Lure hit the bottom, I'm gonna bring it in. Trout runs off with it. The very next cast, same thing. Hits the bottom, not feeling it, trout runs off with it. It's crazy how that works, guys. I guess that just kind of lends proof to the fact that never give up, never stop your cast short. If you make a cast, retrieve it all the way in like you mean it. Those fish hit it when I had already given up, and now my confidence level went from a 0 to about a 6. I'm gonna give it another drift through here, same area, and see if I hook a little bit better fish. We've caught one at every stop. We just haven't caught anything like really big or really nice, but heck, that's what, 6 fish now? I'm okay with that. Now let's catch something big. There we go. Oh, little bitty guy. Not what we wanted to end the day on. He had held that zombie though. We have caught a passel of small trout today, guys. Not one good one. It's all right. I've had a great day. I have no complaints. Another one, same size. Smoking that zombie down. Keep going till the battery dies, y'all. We on 0%, 2 fish. I don't know how many casts I got left. I'm gonna keep throwing it till the battery dies, y'all. We are down to the last couple milliseconds of battery life. Oh, there's a third one. We have found them now. A little better fish. Guys, that's 3 and 3 casts. That's a heck of a way to end the day. That's a heck of a way to end the day right there, y'all. I ain't mad at it. Sometimes you slip up on them. I am nasty, fishy, wormy. Y'all know this color. Everybody knows the zombie. JRZ Zombie. This is a fun color. This is a fun lure that JRZ's come up with. I'm very excited about this lure for this upcoming season. So that's what we're throwing here in the last part where we're catching these trout. We're catching big ones today, but everybody on the water was struggling. No one was catching any fish. Everyone I talked to, we stayed on them all day, regardless if they were small or not. JRZ Zombie, JRZ Kicker Tail, Hooked Up Baits, Mud Minnow. These all made the difference for me today. Zombie. Let's talk about the tackle station. Let's talk about what we are building here. Guys, we have a tackle addiction. And I know a lot of you guys are thinking that we probably get this stuff for free, and we don't. I have a tackle addiction. JRZ takes care of us on baits. Hooked Up Baits takes care of us on baits. A lot of this stuff is just my addiction, and I can't help myself. I had to buy a full-on toolbox to store my tackle in. Now we have great plans of putting some timbers behind here, some old fence slats, kind of like we've done, rephrase that, kind of like Corey and her father, Steve, have done in the barn. Show you a little footage of what the barn looks like here. As you can see, it's a beautiful look. It's a lot of fun. I'm gonna do something like that, similar back here, behind the wall. It's gonna look really good. But I wanted to walk you guys through the tackle box, my tackle station, and let you see what we got going on here. Guys, this thing is unreal. I've got all my plastics that are still in the bag lined up. 3JD's amazing lures. I've got all the lures from Hooked Up Baits in here. Some test colors y'all don't even know about yet. That Mardi Gras got the pearly chartreuse, the guacamole, all these beautiful baits. We've got some great stuff from Salt Native they sent us to try out here. We've got all of our tube style Ned rigs, 3JDs, curly tailed, all of our hard plastic jerk baits, top waters, jigs, JRZ kicker tails for days, guys. JRZ kicker tails for days. You're gonna see a lot of those this summer. We've got the JRZ paddle tails and that scorpion. Nobody's got that scorpion yet. I'm the only one with that scorpion, y'all. I'm about to start throwing them too. Y'all know y'all want that bag of scorpions, but you can't have them. Got them scorpions right there. The zombies. We got Laguna Vista lures. We won these in a drawing and got these beautiful lures, guys. And then my addiction this winter has been right here, has been the Corky soft dines. If there's a company that makes a soft dine or a soft dine XL or a Fat Boy I've got them. All right, so there's what the tackle wall looks like. That's where I keep all my new tackle in the bag. I take a few lures, a few plastics out at a time, and I take them out on the boat with me. But this is where the new stuff goes. Down here is where I keep all the lures after I've used them, rinsed them and hung them and cleaned them, desalted them. They start to go inside the box. So let's take a look inside of here and let me show you how this is all lined up. We'll start with plastics, work our way down through lures, and then I'll show you kind of the maintenance section real quick, guys. All right, so here we go. Top drawer, the big drawer. This is where all the soft plastics go. I've even bought worm oil so that as I transfer lures around, I can change them out and add a little bit of oil to them and make them a little bit oily. And this is where all my lures, when I use soft plastics and I bring them back and take them out of the weighed box or take them out of the bag, I oil them and I put them in a waterproof box. As you can see, this is all my JRZs that have come out of the bags. After they're out of the bags, they go in here for storage. I don't put them back in the bags. I actually bought a 500 count worm bags that I put them in when I go fishing. I told you guys, I have an addiction. It is horrible. Look at this. We pull over here and open this one up. We open this waterproof box up and it is full. Hooked up baits, Slayer ink, 3JD, Laguna lures. Down here some more Slayer ink. Plastics for days. As you can see in here, once I get done with lures for a day, I oil them and I put them all back in here by brand, by color scheme. Look at these 3JDs in here that we've been throwing. This is all plastics in here. All plastics. A giant box of Slam Shadies, jig heads in here. Guys, this is the addiction. I wasn't kidding when I said I have an addiction, guys. That's drawer number one. That's drawer number one. Let's go to drawer number two and take a look there and see what we've got in there. This is where all my corkies go. After they come out of here, throw the corkies, dry them, salt away them, rinse them, and then once they're dried, I put them in a box. Here's what that looks like. As you can see, I've got them separated by Fat Boys, XLs. Over here, we've got the OGs, we've got the Devils. Next drawer down, guys, look at this. Hard plastic plugs, top waters. Every top water that we've thrown is out and is now in here. Cleaned, rust free, put away. Same thing with all of our suspending twitch baits, hard body baits, Rapala twitching mullets, Smearidines. Everything that we've thrown, they're all in here. Look at this thing, y'all. Rapala twitching mullet in that Mardi Gras color with inline hooks. Joey's Custom Baits out of Houston, Texas. We have got the juice in here. You get the idea about lures. You get the idea about tackle. I've got it all organized by species almost. It's ridiculous how bad it is. I want to show you guys the other side where I keep all the maintenance stuff. I don't even know if you can see me if there's any light in here. I want to show you the other side where we keep all of our maintenance stuff, oils, greases, extra hooks, split rings, and then we'll call it a day, guys. But I wanted to show this tackle station with y'all. I am so proud of this thing. And as the videos continue, you'll see more and more of the tackle station. And as I'm rummaging around, you guys will know where I'm at, what I'm looking for. Top drawer, fillet knives. That beautiful Walt custom knife we've been using. You guys saw that in the video with Mark and cameraman Ron. Our Cuda set. If you haven't seen, we did a review on this set. A couple gloves, extra pliers, fishing scissors, all in this drawer. Let's move down to the next one. All of our saltwater flies, fly lines, fly boxes. You guys may not know it, we fly fish too, we just haven't done a video on it yet. Oils, new trebles, new inline hooks, split ring pliers, all Zerk fittings for the boat, oils, greases, everything we need for the boat. Random hooks, popping corks. Who knows what's all in there, guys? We got stuff everywhere. Extra line, extra Power Pro, a lobster gauge for when we're in the Keys. That's right, a lobster gauge. We've got everything in here. Guys, this is a wonderful place for me to put my tackle, to store all my gear, keep everything safe. I used to keep it just kind of crowded up on a shelf, and things would get rusty and things would get lost and bags of plastics would get destroyed, and I'd go to find a bag of plastic and the bag would be all crumpled up and the lures dried out. And I wanted to get organized instead of wasting all this beautiful tackle. And the stuff that is sent to me, I wanted to respect that. The stuff that Jerry and Jason sent to us, the stuff that Carl's Bait and Tackle sent to us, and the stuff that 3JD hooked us up with. We wanted to respect these lures. We wanted to give it a good home, and it was worth the money to me to buy a toolbox, which I got it at Harbor Freight. I got it marked down at Harbor Freight, so it wasn't a big investment. I wanted somewhere nice to store my stuff and keep it nice and not waste this beautiful tackle. It's an addiction, guys. It's bad. Wait till I show you the rod racks. You don't even know how bad this goes. Being a guide in Florida back in the day, I've got rod reels for days. I got them here all the way back to Florida in storage units. Anyway, guys, let's get back to the video. All right, guys, there you have it. Another fun day. Little slick just popped up behind me. Trout just went on a feed. I caught 3 casts on that JRZ Zombie. Good way to end the afternoon. I'm not mad. I caught 8 or 9 trout. I had a lot of fun. It was a good day. It's good to get back out here on the skiff and fish. Nothing sizable, nothing crazy, no drag pullers. But hey, I'm happy, guys. It was a good day and I enjoyed every second of it. Y'all do me a favor. If you've watched it this far, that means you've enjoyed the video. Why not reach over there and hit that like button? And if you haven't subscribed yet, why not reach out and hit that subscribe button? I know you guys on the plan are watching, y'all just don't have an account yet. Put your email in, get an account, subscribe to the channel so you know every time I post a video, guys. Thank you for all the love and support. Thank you for everything. We're making a push for 10,000 subs this year. Corey and I feel like we can go from 3 to 10. We're gonna give it a shot and see what happens, guys. Thank you again for everything. We appreciate all the love and support, and as usual, we'll see you guys out there. Yo!